AEW is often compared to WCW 2000, but here on Fog Wrestling today, on the 7th of June 2024, a whole 24 years later than the year 2000, the year I was born, here's 10 reasons why WCW 2000 is better than AEW 2024. Strap in and get used to some of this truth. Anyway, reason number one, less titles. AEW today is saturated with titles. There's far too many titles. It's like oxygen on Earth. Everywhere you go, there's oxygen, and that's pretty much what the gimmick is with AEW. Now, WCW did have titles as well, but it was never to the amount that you had here. Obviously, you had your world title, your tag titles, you had your United States Championship, Cruiserweight Championship, right? But see, for the most part in WCW, that was it. Now, obviously, there were other championships as well, but AEW has done an awful job at bringing in these outside promotions like New Japan, IWGP, fucking AAA, ROH, and it's just flooded the roster with titles. I mean, it's literally half the roster's got some form of belt. I mean, Wheeler Yuta came back with the pure ROH championship. Whatever the hell that means. Nobody knows what that means. Anyway, reason number two, WCW had better ratings. Yes, so some may find that hard to believe, but wrestling, once upon a time, actually used to get good ratings. Now, by no means was WCW 2000 brilliant ratings, right? Compared to the stuff, some of the stuff that it previously done. But just to give a few examples here in 2000, so the first week of 2000 did a 3.3. Boom. Now, if you actually look at the ratings right across the board, Raw did 6.45, 3.3 for Nitro, 4.1 for Heat, 2.45 for Thunder, 4.5 for SmackDown, and then ECW did a 1.2. So ECW is the only one there that's actually getting beat by Raw and SmackDown today. But again, they weren't on the best networks. WCW or no ECW, sorry. So yeah, I mean Nitro's lowest rating never went under a two, apart from the December 10th edition, which did a 1.7. So again, the ratings smoke AEW. AEW's ratings were absolutely or are absolutely atrocious. Reason number three, far better roster. I don't even, there's a lot of marks out there that will try and say that AEW's got a better roster. No, no. Look at WC. I mean, you've got the Immortal Hulk Hogan, right? You've got Jeff Jarrett, you've got Scott Steiner, you've got Booker T. Now, obviously, the first couple of weeks you did have the Radicals, but they're away. I mean, Terry Funk, Kevin Nash, Chavo Guerrero, you've got DDP, Superstar. There's a lot of guys in there, right? I mean, it's not the strongest the WCW roster was ever at, but it's superior to AEW's roster. Reason number four, it's less smoke. AEW kind of has its hands tied behind its back with this reason because, I mean, it's 2024. You will struggle to find anything on national TV that's, less smoke than WCW 2000, but here, it's a reason nonetheless. Reason number five, shorter matches. For me, this is actually quite a big point. Yeah, now, I think there is a fine line with matches. I get it. WCW consisted of like 2 minute matches with about 10 run ins. But I honestly think that's better than what AEW gives you. You feel like with AEW, like we watched Dynamite this week and you had the Blackpool Combat Club take on four jobbers that I'd never heard of, and the match went about 15 minutes. Like, what's the need? What is the need? That match can go 2 minutes. You know what I mean? There's actually zero fucking reason on God's green earth for that match to even go past 5 minutes, let alone go to 15. Reason number six, Russo is better than Tony Khan at booking. There you go, you heard it here first. Tony Khan is an absolute fud. And that brings us to our next reason. Reason number seven, Bash at the Beach was less embarrassing than the whole CM Punk incident. Absolutely. Hyping up that you're going to show the all-in footage of CM Punk, and obviously you look at the context of that, how pathetic it was that you've got these guys pretending to be heels and saying that they were scared for their life because of what CM Punk did. I mean, come on, man. That just makes him look so fucking embarrassing. I mean, come on. Wake up and smell that coffee. Reason number 8, we've got David Arquette as a better champion than Swerve Strickland. Right, is Swerve Strickland a better wrestler? Yes, but you know what? David Arquette, we talked about it in the Dynamite review. At least the guy didn't affect the fucking ratings. You know what I mean? See Swerve Strickland, the guy's a jobber. I'm sorry, the guy he's mid card. He is devaluing that belt. Doesn't help the fact you've got about a million other belts on the show, but he doesn't feel like the world champion. He just feels like a guy with another belt. David Arquette, yeah, you know what? Looking back in hindsight, was it a mistake for WCW? Yeah, it probably was, alright? But they were doing it to promote a movie, right? A movie that featured WCW. And again, I don't think it was the worst decision in wrestling history. There's been a lot of fucking bad decisions out there. They went with a movie star. In my opinion, going with a movie star is better than going with a fucking jobber who knows how to wrestle. But anyway, reason number 9, better leadership. Now this is very fucking debatable, I guess, in parts. You know, you look at how WCW is sunk, but what I would say is there's, Russo, Bischoff, Kevin Nash, your other bookers that are just wung in there, like Ed Ferreira, Hulk Hogan. Yes, there's a lot of egos in there, but you know what? I know people argue, but a lot of them have run WCW and TNA out of business. There's better leadership there, right? They would know how to handle situations. I mean, see the whole Punk situations, both of them, they know how to handle it. I would trust them to run a company more than the EVPs and Tony Khan. And before anyone could put their money out of business, AEW will never go. It's got unlimited money, right? And it literally pays networks to show their fucking TV show. Come on, wake up, guys. Come on. And number 10, just way more iconic. And some will argue that's for all the bad reasons, right? And maybe it is. Maybe David Arquette, maybe Bash at the Beach. But it's getting talked about 24 years later. What's happening in AEW this year? It's going to be getting talked about in 2048. Yes, scary prospect that, guys. 2048. But seriously, what is going to be getting talked about then? Probably nothing. Like I said, maybe the Punk incident because of how fucking embarrassing it was. But for the most part, nothing, guys. And that's where we're going to leave this video. I mean, there's a lot more reasons out there, but I think we gave you enough, didn't we? I think we gave you enough. But anyway, could we do 10 reasons why WCW 2000 is better than AEW? Or no, WWE, sorry. I think we could. Absolutely.